From gossip to truth, who is dating Princess Leonor? Everyone thinks they know Princess Leonor's story. They think her life is all duty, tradition, and crown. But whispers say otherwise. Rumors point to secret glances, hidden meetings, a romance unfolding in the shadows. And now, the question no one can stop asking, who is dating Princess Leonor? From Madrid's royal palace to Europe's glittering royal gatherings, Leonor has always been seen as the dutiful heir. Calm, controlled, composed. Yet behind that flawless image lies a young woman of just 19, living under the most intense spotlight in the world. Every step she takes sparks speculation. Every smile becomes a headline. Every friend is suspected of being something more. The gossip began quietly. Anonymous reports in Spanish tabloids. Claims of a mystery figure close to Leonor. A man whose identity was too risky to reveal, too delicate to confirm. Some said he was from her academic circle, a student like her, someone who understood her struggles with normalcy. Others insisted it was royalty, perhaps even Prince Christian of Denmark, whose long-standing friendship with Leonor has often been framed as something more. But is it true, or just a narrative built by the public's hunger for a royal love story? What makes this question so powerful is not just curiosity, it's the tension between Leonor's role as future queen and her desires as a young woman. Can she truly choose her partner freely, or will politics, alliances, and tradition dictate her heart? To understand where truth begins, we must first return to her childhood. Leonor was raised under the watchful eyes of King Felipe and Queen Letizia. Unlike royals of past generations, her upbringing was carefully balanced between royal duty and a modern education. From the moment she was declared heir, she knew her private life would never really be private. And yet, her parents tried to protect her, shielding her from the cruelest edges of gossip. But as Leonor matured, the whispers grew louder. Who does she talk to when cameras aren't watching? Who makes her laugh when she looks away from the formality of the throne? Sources close to the royal household suggest Leonor has indeed allowed someone into her heart. A companion trusted enough to share the small details of her life. A presence so subtle that the press almost missed it. Almost. Because one slip, one shared look during a private trip, was enough to set rumors ablaze. But here is where gossip collides with truth. While the world speculates about Danish princes and glamorous heirs, those closer to Leonor hint at someone else entirely. Someone outside the strict circle of royals. A young man whose name carries no title, whose life is not bound by centuries of tradition, but who sees Leonor not as a future queen, but simply as Leonor. This revelation opens a new chapter of tension. If true, how will Spain react to the heir to the throne loving a commoner? Will King Felipe approve, remembering his own struggle to marry Letizia, once an ordinary journalist? Or will history repeat itself with resistance from palace advisors and political forces who expect Leonor to marry strategically? And then comes the question of timing. If Leonor is truly in love, how long can she keep the secret hidden? A royal engagement is not just a personal affair, it is a national event, a global headline. Every decision will be scrutinized. Every choice will affect Spain's monarchy. And every day that passes without clarity adds fuel to the fire of speculation. This is why the world watches her so closely. Because Leonor is not only Spain's first reigning queen in centuries, she is also the face of a modern monarchy trying to balance love and tradition in an unforgiving age. Her relationship, whether with royalty or a commoner, will define not just her reign but the very identity of Spain's crown. So who is dating Princess Leonor? The gossip is loud, the rumors endless. But the truth is more subtle, more delicate, and perhaps more beautiful than anyone expected. It may not be the prince of fairy tales. It may not be the polished figure of another royal house. It may simply be the choice of a young woman daring to follow her heart in a world that expects her to follow duty. And that is what makes this story so captivating. Because at its core, it is not just about who Leonor is dating, it is about whether love can survive inside the gilded cage of royalty. Whether a future queen can claim her right to happiness. And whether the world is ready to accept her choice, whatever it may be. This is not the end of the story. It is only the beginning. Because every secret has its moment of revelation. Every hidden romance eventually steps into the light. And when Princess Leonor finally chooses to share her truth with the world, it will not just answer the question, it will change the monarchy forever.